Hi. Hi. It's your favorite short-ear space fox, Astera Aurealis, coming at you on a Thursday afternoon. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you comment and subscribe. Alright, what's up, guys? How's it going? Unfinished has a new song out. Whoa, they have their whole titties out. Crazy. Holy shit. I can't show that on stream. Holy moly. Holy moly. Alright, anyways, back to stream. Hey guys, hope y'all are doing well. Happy Thursday. I got something crazy to show in Minecraft. Jacket did what? 3 stream streak. Woo! Yeah, but few ever defeated. Congrats on your 3 stream streak. Nice. Oh, you were granted points of that. Oh. When men beat their meat, very few ever defeat it. Too true, Jacket, too true. How are you? How's your Thursday treating ya? You having a good day, Pookie Bear? Although I got something crazy to show you. Look what I found behind Charity's house. She straight up got our heads on stakes. This dude crazy. This dude crazy, man. Pretty good day. Nothing too crazy. Just you know, been a day. I was pretty slow getting home. I got big ass tacos. I'll show you guys what I got. Here, I'll show Discord. Holy shit, they loaded my ass up with Pico. It's like they over-ordered Pico or overmade it, and they were like, fuck, we gotta get rid of this, and they just loaded me up. Here, I'm gonna post it in Discord. Dude, look at all that Pico. That's like a whole ass onion on there. Well, it's not exclamation Discord, it's exclamation socials. You're using the wrong button. Any mail? No mail. Oh look, I also got a head from Cherry. So now we can mount the heads of our friends on the wall. Got cheese too. My best friends. Cheese, cherry, and sheep. What's up with the underside of Cheese's head? Not filled in. Cheese, are you okay? Charity has the fancy model. She definitely got that commissioned. Oh fuck. I need to stop tabbing out of Minecraft. It always switches to a different monitor. Friends getting head from friends. Whoa! You made that yourself? I didn't know you were so talented at pixel art. I knew you were talented at standard like digital art stuff, because I've seen your stuff. And it's pretty damn good. I didn't know you were that good at making Minecraft skins. Funny enough, I was thinking of getting my own Minecraft skin made for Astera, and if you think you could, maybe I could commission you to make me an Astera Minecraft model. Not good at pixel art. Dude, are you kidding? Look how good that is. It looks so nice. It looks so good. You even got like the texture with the hair. It's not just like a solid color block. You're pretty good. Also, hi Cherry. We are gonna be fixing up our monster farm because it's just an ugly, like, slab. I have an idea in mind of what I want. Yes, we got more nether wart too. But yeah, that color palette that you took down a while ago, Cherry, I'm making the monster farm based on that palette design. You know, something dark and scary. You know, perfect for monsters. Okay, we got our nether wart. 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 Go here. Then we make some red nether bricks. Yeah, warts. Dude, I got warts all up on my nethers. What's the point of having nethers if you're not getting warts up on them? That's what I say. Is it polished blackstone that I want? Don't I have a stone cutter in here? Don't I have a stone cutter? Or did I leave it at cheeses? Wart. Where's my gender changer? I guess we'll have to make a new gender changer. What's it called? A saw? Grind? What was it? Stone cutter. That's what it was called. Alright, 1 ingot, 3 stones. Okay. Then I'll make 2 stone cutters. 1 for here, 1 to go. And then we'll finish making the gender changer. Should I make it with the white? Yeah, let's make it with the white stuff. Alright. Hope you guys are taking notes because you're gonna get a redstone build, a crafting tutorial build from yours truly. Boom. There it is. What you think? Pretty good with my redstone builds, huh? And you just go over here, you go to the seat, line up perfectly, and then you take a sip. And that's how you do the gender changer. No, no, Staria, no, 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 that's my tail, no. Oh, no, no. Oh my goodness. What do you mean needs more peeners? This is doing away with peeners. Granted, it is only a male to female gender changer, but yeah, we can work out any future bugs down the road. Is the music loud for you guys? Is it a good volume? But Astaria, how are you, Astaria? I'm crying. Oh, why are you crying? DR's fixing your Wi-Fi. Routers and modems are done. Dude, I agree. And you know what scares me? I've had the same router and modem for since 2020, I think. I'm scared of when it goes out, like what I'm gonna do. Astera, check Discord. I'm making a redstone. Boat too big. Yeah, check Discord, check Discord. No, I got my own because I don't want a shitty router. Because getting your own router is better than getting like Comcast, Xfinity, whatever they call it in your area. Everyone hate Astaria here. Someone mod that man. Astaria hating. That's what I like to see. Oh shit, I had more gender changers in here. Alright, well guess what, Astaria? Guess what? Hold on. Guess what? Guess what? I love you. Ugh, I feel gross. I feel gross. Listen, if hating doesn't work, ew, ew, ew. Listen, if hating doesn't make her uncomfortable, you know, then I had to... down she... Oh my god! He fell off. Haya fell off. Oh my god, he fell off. Haya went in the deep end. I only dipped my toes into the first step, and Haya just leapt in head first into the kiddie pool. Block man, I'm so goodbye. Alright, fair, fair, fair. Alright, chat. Wait, hold on.
É que hoje vai ter festinha aqui dentro do meu barraco. Vou te arrastar pro beco. Vai ser sequência de vapo. 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 Mas não se apega, não. Eu não quero compromisso. Vai mete a rolar e tchau. É 100% bandido. Mas não se apega.
After a lolly party, we can do some grown men shit. There's just things you can't say with children present. Alright, chat. I've made a severe and continuous lapse in judgment. I may have said some things that I didn't quite mean. You know me, a hater of women, you know, let's go. But, yes, Walt, it's that bad, but, I might have said something I regret to a female on chat today. It was the word. It was said as a joke. It was meant in jest, but I understand. I can't with all these redeems. Oh, have you guys seen the clip I made? I made a clip myself. I made my own clip.
Please give me cock.
Alright, how long have you been saving up for that?
It's cock. It's in English, but it was not cola. It was cock. It was cock. It's cock actually, right? Please give me cock.
You know what? We're not listening to her anymore. Silence.
Ask them the price of cock. How much is this?
You spam lolly party for a sweet time. Ooh, nice. I'd recommend saving that for a rainy day. But yeah, I got Discord notifications. Fine, I suppose I'll check the Discord notifications. Jacket, you said hi. Hi, Jacket. The new boss on Elden Ring. The video is amazing. Let's have a watch. The flame seal. Alright, what's the new boss? Oh fuck, is that a Discord moderator? Alright, I'm scared playing a Twitter link, so it better not get me banned. Moo! Hi, Moo!
Stand the gas. Feel the power of digestion.
Jesus Christ.
Gotcha.
Not a fan of that. Also, I've been going a little heavy on the Rick Soldier of God edits. There. You can watch some of these. Rick Soldier of God. It's where some of the ones I've watched. Boom, boom. Yeah, Rick Soldier of God is just too good. Me after Taco Bell. Widowy me. Widowy.
There's only one being stronger than me, stronger than Radon. And his name is Rick, Soldier of God.
Rick, Soldier of God.
There's only one being.
Yeah, I'm about that Soldier of God glazing. I kind of want to get this mod. So there's a mod I've seen on Nexus mods where it gives like literally every ability and moveset to Rick. Like he's got Radon's teleports, he's got like the magma, he's got the blood, flames, just everything. I want to get the mod, but I don't know how that would work with my how to cheese. You can't cheese them. Nah, see, he parried all those. Nah, that's fake, man. That's fake. That's an AI deep fake. Ain't no way that's real. Oh yeah, the one with 2B. Yeah, she got the big butt. Oh, you see that? Well, look at that sword attack he does. See, look at him. He's got the aura from the Erd tree. And as you see, he's been using every ability here. And he's following up with one of Radon's movesets. As you can see here. Oh, hey, Ginger. Speaking of women, we were in the middle of objectifying. Hey, Ginger, welcome. Oh, but yeah, this is the artist we do a lot of listening to, Unfinished. I like their music. He's stinky. He's stinky. Look at me. I'm a Staria. He's stinky. He's stinky. That's all I hear from you. All I hear is, wah, wah, wah. Wah, wah, wah. Wah, 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 wah. That's all I hear from you. Hey! Oh my god, everyone's gonna give me fucking pink eye again. How do I go to my profile so I can look at my clips? I need to show you guys my clip. I made a clip myself. Quite proud. Ginger, you're on a 3-day streak. Oh my goodness. But see, look, I made my own clip. Okay. Feast your eyes. The future of men's fashion. High-waisted pants. Peanut sling to keep peanuts out of the ball window. No! Sorry, no! Push-up bra to push up the balls into an attractive way. And have them on full display. Traumatizing Jerry. Oh yeah, I guess you weren't there yesterday when I pitched my idea for men's fashion. High-waisted pants, hold up the shaft, push-up bra for the balls, you know, to compete with women's and their low-cut shirts. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And also, Astaria, what you said earlier, that's slander, and that's liable in court. So I wouldn't say that again if I were you, Buster. I'm a Twitch streamer. As you can see in my Go Live notifications, I have 82 followers. And I get an average of 2.8 viewers. I can have you banned from life. Well, it was fun. I was there. My eyes can't see what I saw yesterday at night. Got bullied in high school because I got a third leg. Dude, for real. It fucking sucked because I'd always, and I still have this issue where I always have to tell people which way I'm turning. Like if I'm turning left, turning right, so I don't bat them with my massive schlong. It's just, it's a rough life. All right, back to the actual game. None of this shit. We're just playing Minecraft. We're gonna be fixing our mob farm so it looks better. Goodness, you guys are inappropriate. Where'd all this come from? You know, I've been on that wholesome grind. I've been trying to be a good person. Oh my goodness, you just can't help but rip ass around. You just can't help. Oh my god! You guys! So, oh my god! Everyone's ripping ass! Fuck, this is a fucking gas chamber! Get me out! God damn, just looking at the chat. Redeemed reverb part, redeemed reverb part, redeemed reverb part. Jesus Christ. I've been trying to be a good person. I've been trying to be wholesome. Anyways, back to the gender changer. Jesus Christ, how much ass ripping do you have? Bro was addicted.
Hours later.
See, the gender changer. Well, maybe I can see why Astaria put a time limit on hers. But see, the gender changer. I don't like the minecart being there. You can't see the saw blades. Jesus! Oh my god, you guys! Y'all making me mad. I'm mad as hell. I'm not talking to you guys anymore. Right thing to do. Baka. But what you guys think? I'm pretty good at redstone. Yeah. Hope you guys like my redstone project. Right now it is only FTM. It is not, or no, it's MTF. It's not FTM yet, but I'm hoping to do something about that. Maybe using like some of these. But right now we got the MTF gender changer. So if you're on the server and you want to change your gender, you know, it's a free use. You know, we gotta support our LGBTQ homies. Oh, yeah, I should play music. Oh yeah, so many people came in and so much was going on. Sorry if I didn't properly greet you guys, but everyone that's hopped in, happy Thursday. And I hope you guys are having a great day. It's Friday. Well, guess what? I'm not on the wrong side of the ocean. I'm on the right side. Like Missy Elliott said, put your thing down, flip it, and reverse it. Oh, you're on the wrong side of history. Why am I on the wrong side of the history? I'm trying to be inclusive. This up here, this is for the transphobes. This is where we put the transphobes. We just put one of these around their little necks. We don't do none of that here. We don't support none of that hatred. We love all our homies. Wait, why are you letting them go to the elves? What? What do you mean? Who go to the elves? Who's going to the elves? Fuck the elves. We hate elves. It's okay to hate elves because elves aren't people. Look, I'm from a different, it's my generation. It's just it's how I was raised. It was I've made a continuous and severe lapse in my judgment. I might have said some hateful and outdated things about the elves. You know, some people do believe elves are people too. You know, some people believe that. And I shouldn't disallow people, no matter how delusional the take may seem. Sorry. Yeah, fuck the elves. I hate the elves.
Now the main problem area is up here.
Whoa, whoa. Markiplier.
Physical discomfort.
Markiplier. What, are you an elf? Are you British? No. Hatsune Miku does not talk to British people. Alright, I love all the races, you know, humans, dwarves, gnomes even goblins, you know, have their pluses. I love all people. I love all people of all races. It just so happens that I don't think elves are people. You know, nothing wrong. It's messed up. It was like, no, Ginger, don't leave. I like that this is your final straw, hating against elves, a fantasy race, and not all the misogyny. Like, misogyny, I'm willing to overlook. It's like that that one show, the one meme where they're like, now I may overlook racism, and the black lady was like, you would? It's like that. Like, I may excuse misogyny, but fantasy race slander. Okay. Boxes. We got boxes of stuff. Good, good, good. Alright, let's clear out one of these boxes. We are just moving shit from one to another, so it's not really cleaning. But we're clearing out a box, so that's good. Tells me sure. Then how the fuck are you an elf, you halfling? Fucking hobbitses. You know what drives me up the wall? I want to keep Gino taller. Hey, fuck you, fuck you. You know what drives me nuts about IRL femoids is the femoids. Thank you, Bill. Thank you. The femoids that are like, I can only date someone who's over 6 feet tall, 6 feet tall, and that's it. I know this is not a hot take. You know, this is the coldest of hot takes. But then on the flip side, they're like, oh, how tall are you? And they're like, oh, I'm like 4'10". Like, you fucking manlet? What are you trying to do? Dilute the genes? You want someone to be over 6 feet tall, but you're not even in the 5-foot range? You manlet? You halfling? You hobbit? If you were in D&D, you would be size category small, while everyone else is size category medium. You'd have a movement speed of 25 feet, while your peers have 30. Like, you're gonna dilute the gene pool with your 4'10" tiny hobbitses have an ass, but you want a 6 foot plus Giga Chad. Like, no. You know how hypocritical that is. Ridiculous. Alright, do I need to bring anything else with me? Thank you for all the ass ripping. I appreciate it. I almost fixed my pink eye problem. Yeah, I needed that. God, I still have more unused nether brick. I need more. Keep those here. We're gonna just make the box for all of the whatchamacallit stuff for the I don't want it cracked. For the actual kill chamber. I'm not gonna make the watchtower yet. One thing I'm debating is if I want to set things up to have all my farmed goods go to one central building. I don't know if that's what I want to do, or if I want to go to each individual building to get the stuff I need. I'm thinking having it all go to one building is the better idea, but that, like, the central building wouldn't just be an inventory building anymore. Mecca, it's been so long. Hi, Mecca. How are you? Great mod. I'm say we'll use trains to do that. Why the fuck would I want trains? We're not using those kinds of mods. I like not using mods because it forces me to use creativity. I do like trains. I really do like trains. I think they're very nice. But in Minecraft, I like trying to make do with the tools we have on hand and, you know, really trying to make something out of it. I think I have a lot of fun doing that. You know, instead of getting a mod for something, I like seeing what I can do to get as close as possible to it. Sorry, you kind of fell off. You didn't fall off. You've always been in our hearts. I've always been thinking about you, man. I appreciate you. And I love having you here. You one of the boys. I appreciate you being here, my man. Hope you're doing well. I know you've had a lot of life going on. So, and I really appreciate you hopping in. So thank you. Very happy I get to see you. Wait, how much does it cost to make one? Okay, that made two. Yeah. This chat still feels left. No! Don't cuck me in my own chat. I'm gonna master a bit if you want a goober to pester you. Yeah, definitely if you want, man. We have gotten to the point of I don't have like the best enchantments on gear, but we do have elytras now. So we not today because I already have plans on what I want to do with the farm, but another day we could go to the whatchamacallit, the end, and we could get you your own wings. That sounds like a good idea. We could plan that. Heck yeah. Aw, thanks for subscribing to Prime, my man. I really appreciate that. I don't care what people say of, oh, it's just Prime, you know, it's a free thing. But it feels so special. People using their Prime to sub, it's like, I'm the one they chose to use the Prime subby. Makes me feel special. Thank you, Mika. And subscribing in general, it gives me warm fuzzies. Thank you all very much. You guys are very kind people, and I can't take this for granted. You guys are the best. I love getting to hang with y'all. Get me feeling all teary-eyed. No, it does make me feel emotional, but I wish it would make me feel teary-eyed because my eyes have been really dry lately, and it's I haven't been able to wear contacts lately because of it. So, you know, make me cry. Bro, I've been on my meds. I've been medicated. Oh, fuck, I forgot to take my evening pill. Or did I? No, I think... No. No, I don't think I did. Alright, shut up. Okay. Where's the Blackstone? Blackstone. Blackstone. Where is the Blackstone? Waha! Here we are, bruv. Good, homie. Good jobby. Is there an area I've already started mining? There has to be a spot I've already been. Fuck, I thought that was like a taser emote or something. I just heard the sound. Jesus. Hey, I ain't no damn cat. Oh, but speaking of me, since we're talking about the important people here, Mika, have you seen my Halloween costume? Were you here to see that? It's currently in the wash right now. That's why I'm not wearing any clothes. But it's in the wash right now along with the summer outfit because everyone kept ripping ass on me. So I haven't been not wearing it today, but I can take it out of the wash and put it on real quick, wet. It'll be a little wet, okay? No, not a fursuit. No. It's a new outfit. Ba-bam. Pretty spiffy. Pretty spiffy, right? It's not a fursuit. Grrr. Rawr. When I see the booty, you know the difference between a casual party and a pirate orgy. What? What is it? It better make me laugh or I'm banning Jacket. Alright, I'll just wear my wet costume today. Casual party, you come as you are. Please don't be fun. You know, come as you. Wait, a pirate orgy? You don't come as you are? I come as I am all the time. Oh, it took me a second. Come as you are. It took me a second. I get it. Yeah, Remoraid escaped. Guess what? No one fucking wants you, Remoraid. No one has love for Remoraid. More Blackstone, baby. One of the next farms we'll do, obviously not today, but one of the next farms we're gonna do is make a gold farm. And then when we make the gold farm, we'll also probably make a piglin farm. Or a piglin gold exchange farm. For some reason, making the gold farm is one of my favorites to make. And we're at the point in the game where I can devote time to that kind of expenditure for this farm. And it's not like one of the cheaper gold farms. It's like one of the best gold farms you can make on a world. It has like very, very high efficiency rates. But it requires a lot of materials. Like, you need a ton of wood for a ton of trapdoors, but the most expensive is all the magma blocks. You need, like, multiple chests worth of magma blocks. Tons and tons and tons. Last time I tried making one, I only had, like, 4 chests worth of magma blocks, and I could only make, like, half of it. So right now, we're just getting some blackstone for our current build. We're gonna make a nice hut. Oh fuck, I just realized, Moo, if you're still here, Moo, I saw you were streaming earlier. Sorry I didn't stop in. I saw you were streaming Warframe, I believe. How did that go? How was your Warframe? You got bullied by a flying worm. Is that a euphemism? You flashbanged 52 times. Fuck, I wish I was there if I knew Moo was flashbanging us. Oh, the game keeps flashbanging it? Oh, like it has really bright screens. Ah! Ah! I thought I did away with all the lava. Damn. Hey. None of that now. Man, in Minecraft, it's hard getting stuff done because this is the shit I like doing. I like farming. I like just grinding for materials. Found you. Can't hide from me, lava pocket. Yeah, I don't want a flying block. Get rid of you. I'm just mining the blocks in here and go. There's just something about it. Alright, chat. While I have you, I got an important question from y'all. Oh, now there's an days. No! That is so unlucky. Wait, I know what's going on. You're trying to get out of the Soul Link. That's what's going on here. You're trying to get out of the Soul Link without telling me. You're hoping you could say, oh, I told you to, on Thursday, no internet. It would lighten the blow, but it's not, because I'm onto your scam. You ain't getting out of it. I got you for 3 minutes. Alright, but ad break's about to start. But before we go on ad break, I need to ask you guys a serious question. Who would win in a fight? Tung 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 suhur or tralalero tralala? Think on that when you're on break. No, Italian brain rot. You might do the American brain rot, but right now it's the Italian brain rot. I'm gonna be honest, chat. I don't know any lore about Harambe Jr. That's new to me. I got a story to share after break. Moon killed it. Oh, Harambe Jr., that must be your abiotic factor. It's abiotic factor, right? I'm not getting game titles mixed up. Yeah, I fucking wish 5G was as it was promised to be, or what people feared it was gonna be. Because when 5G was coming out, people were like, oh, you're gonna be able to get, like, high-speed internet in middle of the fucking woods. It's gonna be so crazy. You're gonna be able to play Grand Theft Auto online on your phone with just data. It's gonna be insane, bro. But I swear there's been no change since 5G came out. And going back to the original thought, watching streams on mobile in general, but then watching streams on mobile when I'm in shitty reception areas, because most of the areas I'm at are like construction zones, or they're in ritzy neighborhoods surrounded by trees, so there's never good reception. And I can never fucking catch people's streams. And even if I can, I have to have the volume cranked way up, and people are still at just a whisper. Yeah, it's ridiculous, man. I also thought the 5G with my COVID vaccine was going to turn me into, like, super soldier or something, but it ain't done shit. Like, I'm really let down. Those killed birds that keep microwaving. You crazy. Yeah. I'm a crazy bitch, but you fuck so good. I'm a cop of this and a dream of doing you all night. Yeah, I'm a crazy bitch. Going now, streaming tomorrow. Sadly, won't be watching. No, she hates me, chat. Oh my goodness. She said, Estera, I'm not gonna watch tomorrow. KYS, goofy bitch. Those were literally the words out of her mouth. Oh my god. But no problem, Ginger. No problem. Have a good one. And thanks for hopping in. I'm really glad I got to see you today. Really glad I get to see all you guys today. You guys are great. But, oh, okay. So the story. I didn't realize how bad Gen Z folk are, alright? But I was yapping with my sister about it the other day because I had a Gen Z experience. I didn't know the Gen Z stare is real or even what it was, but when I was talking to my sister, she was like, yeah, that's what they call the Gen Z stare. And let me tell you, that's like the most highly regarded, that's the most acoustic and guitared thing I've ever seen in the wild. Yeah, no problem at all, dude. It ain't a stress at all if you need to miss a stream or two. It ain't a job. It's drop in and have a little fun. So if you can't make it, you can't make it. It's fine. I understand. But, Zoom conditioning? I fucking guess, dude, because, like, so I'm going to a coffee place that I normally get delivered, but I was like, fuck it, let's save $1 and get it myself. Off the top of your guys' head, this is going to require you to answer quickly, so I know you're not looking it up. Fuck, I already forgot the name of it. Hold on, I can look it up because I'm trying to... Hold on. Okay, here it is. All right, you guys. So, off the top of your head, do you know what almond roca is? Who here knows what almond roca is? Huh? Anyone? I don't know. See, that's one I don't know. Kind of candy? Yeah, it's kind of what it sounds like to me too. A drink? Okay, so you also don't know what it is. Almond flavor streaming service. All right. See, no one knows what it is. Yeah, a candy of some sort. A candy of some sort, but you don't know, like, off the top of your head what candy of some sort it is. But that's a close guess. That's kind of what I was thinking. So I'm at this coffee place, and they had a thing going on between October 4th to October 10th, a almond roca flavored coffee. And I'm like, what's almond roca? So when I pull up to the window, you know, I give the usual, like, they're like, hi, welcome to Bigfoot. What do you know what you want today? And I'm like, yeah, hey, I saw your little ad thing. What's almond roca? And she just stares at me. This fucking 17-year-old just stares at me, not saying a single word. And I'm like, I'm sorry? Like, the fuck? You're in customer service and you're not even speaking? You're just brain dead? Like, I'm an acoustic. I've been called guitarded for most of my life, and they're doing the most acoustic guitarded thing I've ever seen. And I'm like, what in the hell? You're not responding. Not responding. Like, my brain was broken on that one. What do you do when the person serving you isn't saying shit? It's like, what? So I repeat the question again because I want an answer to my question. I say, so what's almond roca? You know what this fucker tells me? Does she tell you because I want to know now? You know what this fucker tells me? She just looks at me with this confused look in her face like I asked her what water is. And she says, it's almond roca. Yeah, but what is almond roca? Like, what is it consistent of? It's almond roca. Like, you know what I would do when I was working a job like that and I didn't know what something was? I would say, hey, I don't know. It's a new item we have. Let me ask one of my coworkers. They probably know. And she just says, it's almond roca. It's almond roca. It's like, and I was starting to feel dumb, so I looked it up. I was okay to think this because, let me look that. What is almond roca? Almond roca is a brand of chocolate-covered butter crunch toffee with almonds. Very specific thing. Shira said, oh, it's like almond chocolate. There's like some toffee in it, I believe. You know, if a customer asked me, what is a Snickers? I would say, oh, you know, it's like that caramel chocolate candy bar. Because, you know, if I'm working at fucking Dairy Queen and someone wants a Butterfinger Blizzard, or a Snickers Blizzard, and they're like, what is in a Snickers? And I didn't know, I would say, oh, I'm sorry, I don't know, let me ask a coworker. You don't just stare at them like the customer is the fucking highly regarded. So I was kind of peeved. I was kind of annoyed at that. And then she fucked up my coffee when I did get one. I got a coffee, she forgot all the mix-ins. And she was confused when she had this look of like, I'm not leaving a tip, because I didn't leave a tip. Like, are you kidding me? It's like I was talking to a lobotomite. Like, I get tipping culture is needed, you know, so people can make like actual wages. But the thing is, if you're not even doing your fucking job, you don't deserve living wages. I'm tired of these Zoomers. When you go to McDonald's, you're paying sit-down restaurant prices for a Big Mac, and you're seeing them just watching TikTok on their phones, and they're like, where's my 20% tip? Like, bitch, the fuck? You don't even deserve money. Go home. Like, I was annoyed. You know what I did? You know what I did? If she was gonna pull some Zoomer crap on me, I was gonna pull some Boomer crap on her. Because I didn't realize my drink was missing, like, all of its shit. I was just annoyed at the service. Because she was paying me no attention. She was treating me like a lobotomite when she was a lobotomite. For not explaining a simple thing. And then she was just chatting with her coworkers. Like, I was seeing her stand there with a blender in hand. Not blending, just talking with coworkers, shooting the shit, which I'm fine with if you're a multitasker, but she was not. So I was tipping based on that. But when I found out my drink was missing shit, guess what? I'm a grown-ass adult. I'm not gonna die if you forgot my caramel drizzle on my frappuccino. I don't care that much. But with that service included, I did the most Karen Boomer shit. I called the number. I went onto Apple Maps. I found the number for the store. And would you believe it? The person I was talking to sounded like a woman in her 50s. So she's the exact kind of person I wanted on the phone. And I said, hey, so I was here just a few minutes ago. I got this drink and had some issues with it. It was completely missing shit, and the person, when I was trying to get help, like, understand what something was, she just wasn't talking to me and was just staring at me and making me feel uncomfortable and blah 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 blah. And, you know, it's not like I want a refund or a new drink or whatever. It's not the end of the world, but it's like, and if you could instruct your staff so they, like, other people don't have this experience. Because I was annoyed. I was thoroughly annoyed. I'm very polite. Okay, this is totally something that Karen says, saying that they're totally polite. But I am the person that when I do go to order, and they're like, what can I get for you? I'm like, I would like to get this, please. And then this, please. Will that be all? No, ma'am. No, sir. That'll do it. All right. Thank you. Pull up to the window, give them my card, get my food. Thank you very much. Hope you have a great rest of your day. That's how all the interactions always go. So I feel like I'm a polite person. I feel like I'm nice to customer service folk. And you know what the nicest thing I do for customer service folk is I don't force them to make small talk. Once they got my order, I'm not gonna like force them to engage in small talk because I worked in service. I didn't like when people made small talk, especially when they're the kind of people that get annoyed when you don't get the job done in 30 seconds. It's like, well, don't distract me then. So I try everything to make it as smooth sailing for customer rep folk, minimum wage folk, because I've been there. But it's like the work ethic is non-existent. And don't get me wrong, in this economy, with these kind of employers, I wouldn't either. But don't expect me to treat you like you went above and beyond, because you didn't. Look at dumbass Gen Z stare. And my sister, she triggered me today. She called me up and to chat, say hey, and she said, do you know what almond roca is? You know, just teasing at my trauma. And that got me back in a tizzy. So I told my sister, I'm like, hey, Sistera, you know what I'm gonna do now? I'm gonna do the passive-aggressive boomer shit. Because you know the boomers that aren't bad boomers? They're just too old for people shit. They say what's on their mind. They don't sugarcoat things. They're what you would consider a good boomer. You know, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna embrace that boomer mindset. So when a Gen Z gives me the Gen Z stare, be a band term and all in Roca, fucking traumatizing me with the Gen Z stare. But so what I'm gonna do is if they're gonna act like a lobotomite about it and just give me that stupid open mouth emotionless stare like they have no active brain cells in their brain, I'm gonna treat them like a lobotomite. You know, if I say, hey, what's almond roca? I was just wondering, I saw this on your menu, what's almond roca? And they just stare at me, I'm gonna just stare at them for a second and then be like, oh, what's almond roca? You know, treat them like the highly regarded they're acting like. Because, I mean, that's also how I was treated. You know, when I was into understanding people, they would always get mad and loud and be like, do you understand? So it drove me nuts. So you know what? I'm gonna do the same thing. Generational trauma, you know, we gotta continue it. You know, maybe Gen X was onto something about fuck the next generation, because that's what I'm gonna do. Fuck them. What's almond roca? I don't care what almond roca is, just... Yeah, fuck the next generation. No, I'm not gonna have that mentality of fuck the next generation. But I am gonna give back the same respect I get. So if I ask you, like, hey, this is my first time at a Mexican restaurant, what's a carne asada? And you just stare at me instead of saying, oh, it's like steak. You know, you just stare at me. I'm gonna say, what's carne asada? See, that would actually get a giggle out of me. If someone did some snark like that, I'd probably giggle a little. I'd be like, I know that's not what it is, but seriously. Deep Space Nine was pretty good. What's Deep Space Nine? Where'd that come from? Are you trying to get me off subject from being triggered about almond roca? It's working. What's Deep Space Nine? Doesn't sound like an anime, it sounds like a game, right? I'll slam in the next turn. Dude, I don't even know what it is. Hey, you can't call me retarded. That's my word. I'm gonna say it's deep space. What's Deep Space Nine? It's Deep Space Nine. Like, that's the most passive-aggressive shit. It was like, the minimum wage job I worked was Domino's. And trust me, there was some crazy shit going on. There was one guy where we had a very slight price increase in our small specialty pizzas from like $5.79 to $6.29, something simple like that kind of change. And he threatened to kill us. He said he was gonna come back with a gun and show us what he thinks about that increase. Crazy ass dude. Yeah, I'm Domino's. So I've had that happen. I had a dude threaten to come by the store and shoot us because we weren't going to serve him after close, and I had to give our driver a talk. I was a manager for a short bit of time. Fun fact, I was a general manager, the youngest general manager in Utah at the time, and also had the shortest reign of general manager of 3 days. That's a funny story. Not that funny, but in retrospect, it's like, yeah, that's funny. Not, like, actually funny. But, all sorts of crazy shit. I had to tell the driver about, like, answering the phone after close. He was like, oh, I was trying to help them with, like, other suggestions, you know, what could be open for pizza. And I was like, buddy, he threatened to kill us. This is the type of shit that happens when you answer the phone after close. But, you know, all sorts of crazy shit. And I've had all sorts of crazy dumbasses with dumbass questions that made no sense. And, you know, maybe, because you gotta think, like, they're thinking with a hungry brain. They're thinking not operating at 100% capacity. They're hangry. Hangry is, like, such a real thing. I was like, okay, whatever, he's just hangry. But then they also ask stupid things like, oh, what's a medium? And it's like, what's a medium? Like, what's a medium? And you know what I didn't do? I didn't just stare at them. And you know what else I didn't do? I didn't tell them it's medium. I said, we have different sizes. Small, medium, large, extra large. The medium, if you're talking about like the dimensions, it's a 12-inch pizza. That's what I said. Dumbass, what's on the Roku? Oh, but the story with being a very short-lived general manager. So, when I lived in Utah, I was being a bit of a bootlicker when it came to work. I was working stupid amounts of hours. I became a assistant manager when I turned 18 because I was getting groomed for that, to be an assistant manager. I was doing a lot of manager roles when I was just CSR, pizza service, pizza maker, you know. Doing stuff well out of my pay grade for shit pay. At the time, I didn't know I was being taken advantage of. I thought I was just doing such a good job. They were giving me additional work that would help me get a promotion. And I guess it kind of did. But, you know, doing some bootlicky stuff. I would cover shifts at other stores. And for the first 3 months of being an assistant manager, I would be an opener at one store, so I'd be there at 9 a.m. And then I'd be a closer at another store, so I'd be leaving at 2 p.m. or 2 a.m. So 9 a.m. to 2 a.m. and then a few hours driving in between, I worked at every single Domino's location in the state of Utah. That's how crazy I was being as a youngster. Ah, you son of a bitch. Where's the fuck? Fuck you. Where am I going with this? Yeah. Eventually, I was sent to the worst store in all of Domino's. Yeah, they fucking love pizza. And I have another story about that, about Mormons and pizza. So, they sent me to the worst store in all of Domino's USA, and I did turn it around. We more than doubled profits. We went from having all negative reviews to positive reviews, and within a few months, we were starting to have the best numbers in the state and some of the best numbers in the US. We even got to meet the VP. The VP came down to personally tell the team, like, oh, you guys are doing good. The district manager thought it was all about her, but fuck the district manager. Soak the pans. Oh my god, soak the pans. Soaking. I know what you're going at with soaking. But, so, after doing all of that, I was getting official general manager training, and to be fair, it was quite a leap in pay, where you go from CSR, customer service representative, making $7.25 an hour, to assistant manager, making $9.25 an hour. And there were 3 levels to assistant manager, the last level being paid $11.25 an hour, which I was. And then going all the way to the general manager, they got a salary of $60,000 a year. So that's like a massive jump in pay, but that's not all, because they can make more than double that with bonuses. In fact, most of the managers said that it's very typical to get 6-figure pay. I was like, whoa. So I was training for that, and then eventually my grandpa in Washington, he was having health scares with heart disease. And I've said the story with me and my grandpa before, why I moved to Washington. And it was a bit impromptu, but I still gave proper notice. So in, let's say, November, I told the current acting general manager, who I was going to replace once I finished the training, that, hey, some stuff came up. I appreciate everything everyone did for me to help me, but I'm moving to Washington. I'm going to move sometime in December. No general manager anymore. And I thought that was that. You know, training was officially done at this point. They were just finding stores for the trainees to be general managers of. So, the district manager came to me and was like, hey, so you excited to start your first week as general manager on, like, my literal last week being there? I was like, oh, I thought he told you. I gave a notice like a while ago. They didn't hear. I can't believe he didn't tell her. But yeah, that was kind of funny. But yeah, dude, Mormons, they love pizza, but you know what they love more than pizza is desserts. So they got to get their vices where they can, since they can't have fucking caffeine. So they have their sugar. They are sugar crazed. So there was a pizza that Domino's had for a fairly short while, the Oreo pizza. And apparently it was a bit of a bust. Like, it wasn't bad, but it was a bit of a bust with most people not liking it. So they were gonna pull it off the menu, and where am I going with this? So when they did pull it off the menu, looking at numbers and everything, though it wasn't doing well, in any state, or God, I'm terrible at storytelling. So, Oreo pizza. Utah used to be the test market for Domino's. Whenever they have something new, it would go in Utah stores first, and then it would go nationally. So with the dessert pizza, with Oreo pizza, they saw that they had ridiculous levels of success with it, so then they launched it nationally. It bombed nationally, and when they looked at the numbers, there were more sales of the Oreo pizza in Utah than any other state combined. Utah ordered it more than 49 states. And it's not even the biggest state. It's like in the bottom half of population density. It was crazy. And the same goes for a lot of like sweet things. Like there was a what was it, like a pineapple Pepsi or something like that, or I don't know, a specific soda that I kind of liked and was like, oh, it stinks we don't have this anymore, or I think it was a Dr. Pepper. Same thing, that Dr. Pepper was wildly successful in Utah, but bombed everywhere else, and there were more sales of it in Utah than any other state combined. So they're addicted to sweet shit, and their standards are just so low because they can't fuck, they can't have beer, they can't do nothing, so they get their libations where they can. It's kind of funny because I was in a Mormon family growing up. You know, I was in the indoctrinated. I got out when I was a teenager, but obviously I didn't have like any faith in the church after I, you know, became a teenager and able to form my own opinions. Mormon church stuff. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So the thing I was gonna say was the reason they don't have caffeine and everything is because it goes against the word of wisdom, which is the Mormon version of like the 10 Commandments, you know? And caffeine, coffee, it's coffee. That's what's outlined, not caffeine, but people take it as caffeine. That's a funny can of worm in of itself. But because of that, no nicotine, no beer, no alcohol, no excessive red meat. And the reason those were in there is similar to what they teach in the Bible, why they say limits. The limits. Even the old ass Bible from BC time says limits. Is because it's an addiction thing. It's about overindulgence. It's not about red meat being bad for you. It's an overabundance of red meat that's bad for you. But they were taking it as these specific substances. So I may not be able to have a 6-ounce cup of coffee in the morning, but what I can have is 5 2-liter bottles of Mountain Dew every morning and butt chug them every day on my way to work. Like, that's kind of shit they do. Like what I think you were getting at when you were mentioning soaking is that shit they were doing in BYU, which is completely against what the church stands for of sex before marriage, where you would be naked in bed with your private parts a mere millimeters away from the others, and then you had third player plug in, and they would bounce the mattress to simulate fucking without you guys thrusting, because they were saying, hey, having sex is about the motion, it's not about sticking it in and doing that, you know, it's about the motion. That is so against what the church says. Jumping. Oh yeah, soaking is when you just put it in and do nothing. Yeah, that's not as fun to talk about as jumping, though. Jumping is so fucking ridiculous. Oh, but so when it comes to coffee, the reason why that's against the word of wisdom isn't because, like, oh, coffee bad, caffeine bad. At the time, they didn't even know what caffeine was, and Joseph Smith, the prophet, massive scammer, huge scammer. Yeah, religious studies, dude. So the reason it was against the word of wisdom was because the biggest coffee company in America, biggest coffee supplier, openly renounced Mormons, saying that they're a vile church, that they're scammers, they're leading you away. But they also said they would never sell their coffee to Mormons. So you know what they said? They said, nuh-uh. And they decided, you know what? You can't ban me, we'll ban you. And they said it's against the word of wisdom. Crazy shit. It's so funny. Or like when it came to polygamy. Apparently God said Mormons need to have polygamy to boost up the numbers. But polygamy wasn't told to the general members for years. So let's just say numbers here because I don't remember the exact dates. According to Joseph Smith, he was told in the year 2020 that you need to have polygamy. Men need to have multiple wives. So Joseph Smith said, okay. And he and his core followers, the elders that were closest to him, had multiple wives. The rest of the church, by 2025, 5 years later, they noticed and were like, hey, why do you guys have multiple wives? Oh, cause God said so. You guys can also have multiple wives if you want. And then everyone else had multiple wives. And then coincidentally, God said no more polygamy once the US government said, hey, if you guys don't do away with polygamy, we're gonna label Mormons as a cult instead of a church. And then suddenly God said no more polygamy. Yeah, that's where the harem genre came from. You know, that's why Astaria says she has so many wives. She's a Mormon. See, the thing is, I was very against like some of the Mormon stuff, but religion in general, yeah, it was definitely a tax thing, because if you're no longer a church but a cult, then you get taxed. But if you're a church, you don't get taxed. So yeah, and let's not forget about the child wives. The fact one of his most well-known wives he had was a literal 12-year-old girl, and he practically bought her from her parents by saying that it would guarantee them a place in heaven. But it's okay, they waited till marriage before doing the deed. But they got married when she was underage, and it was very fucking disgusting. Yeah, very disillusioned with the church, not a happy camper with it. I had bad experiences with the church. Fortunately, I wasn't a girl or a pretty boy, so I never had the bad touch experience like a lot of people unfortunately had. But here's the thing with religion. I'm doing a lot of shit talking, but I don't mean to shit talk religion, because the root core of it all I can agree with pretty much any religion, where the root of it all stems to there's a God out there, no one knows what he wants, no one knows what he's up to. God, though, he wants us to be kind, he wants us to be good people. He wants us to help those when we're able to. He wants us to not overindulge in vices. He wants us to be a good member of society. That's what it all ultimately stems down to. It's just a lot of religions, organized religions, really bastardize that. Like, is Christianity bad because Kenneth Copeland is a massive scammer? No. Christianity is fine. In principle, it's fine. Granted, I can't speak for all religions because I don't know about all religions. Maybe there are some that are just vile through and through. But in general, I feel like that's all religions try to do is be a good person. Don't be a fucking dick. These are teachings that came from times where murdering was only slightly frowned upon. So trying to get moral standards in was a little hard. Because, like, I feel like most people these days, with just, like, the simple laws we have and our moral compass, I feel like most people are outstanding Christians. You know, if we're talking about Christian God, I feel like most people are doing what Christian God wants us to do. Again, I can't speak for other religions. All I have is my own personal experiences. But from what I know, most people I know would be in good standing with Christian God. Sure, you know, repent. Try not to make the same mistakes twice. But most people, most of the time, are good people. You know, religion is kind of a scam in these day and age. Because we're already doing good. We're doing fine. We're taxed out the wazoo to contribute to society, to help with schools and whatnot. So we're already being forced to do what the Bible asks us to do. I thought I had a funny story I was going to share. I keep going off subject. Oh yeah, so another story I wanted to share with the Almond Roca girl situation. When I was talking with my sister, we're not talking about Almond Roca anymore, but when I was talking with my sister about like strange experiences that just fried our brains. One was when I was at the store and I was picking up some groceries. One of the things I was really into at the time was the pre-packaged salads. I don't know if your guys' stores have them. I feel like they're getting more and more common now, where you have like pre-made salads in bowls. You just put the ingredients all together, shake it with the dressing, and then boom, you have a salad. I was getting those all the time for work lunch. Oh yeah. Pretty good. I got very burnt out of those though, so I'm not having them anymore. But at the time, I was having them like crazy. So I'm at the store, going to pick those up. And the layout of the store, you know what a produce section looks like. Most produce sections across the US look the same. You know, nothing really special about them. The pre-packaged stuff, they're like in those coolers with doors. And the salads, there's quite a bit of variety. So there were I think just 2 doors that they were behind. But 2 big old doors. I saw that there was a lady, an older lady, just standing there with her cart blocking both doors, and she was looking at the salads. I was like, you know, fine. You know, store etiquette. You got there first. I can wait. So I'm just doing my window shopping. I'm seeing which ones I want. Eventually I see which ones I want, and by this time I'd been standing there for like well over a minute, which by waiting standards is a very long time for, you know, being polite. So you know what I do? I do, again, what normal people do when someone's blocking something they want. Oh, pardon me, I need to grab something from you real quick. And what's the typical standard response you give when someone says that to you, when they need something and you're blocking it with your shopping cart? You know what you say? You say, "Oh, my bad." And then you move your shopping cart slightly so they can get what they need. That's the simple, bare bones etiquette. Like, there's nothing special about it. Oh, pardon me. Yeah. Oh, pardon me. Let me just squeeze on past you. Sorry. You know, typical courtesy. So I say, "Oh, pardon me. Let's see, squeeze on past you." And you know what she says? You know what she says? Well, apparently this lady was British, because you know what she says? "You can wait. You can wait." That's what she said. I was blown away. My brain, out of all the possible answers that could have been given, that was like one that's never been given ever. I fucking stab you. Dark Monster. Hi, Dark. Yeah, we're back. We're doing a little resource grinding and some story sharing. So I was just blown away. Like, you politely ask someone, "Hey, pardon," and they say, "You can wait." All she had to do was shift her cart slightly and I could grab what I needed, and she was still deciding. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Now you're going from just an older lady to a fucking biatch. So I had no words. I couldn't form any words. Nothing was coming to mind. I was having the Zoomer moment and I just didn't know. But you know, unlike Zoomers, I still acted. So you know what I did? I grabbed the edge of her cart and I pushed it slightly. Push it away so I can get in and get what I wanted. And then I left without saying anything. Because what the fuck? That was such a weird experience. Yeah, that was hardcore. Again, I consider myself fairly polite. I try to be polite. I tend to be a bit of a pushover. You know, you give me the wrong item at a restaurant, like I order the steak, you give me the chicken. Hey, as long as chicken's on the bill instead of steak, I'll just eat the fucking chicken. I'm not gonna complain really about it. I kind of just deal with it. See, and that's one of those like shower thought comebacks you have. There was just nothing, and I'm a simple-minded person. I can't think of witty comebacks, so I was just like confused. And by me standards, that's like probably the rudest thing I've ever done, is move someone's cart for them when they were purposely blocking with it. It was just that weird. But Dark! Sorry, I was in the middle of telling a story, but Dark, how you doing, Dark? Hope you're having a good day. Oh, and Mecha, you said something in chat here? Oh my god, Mecha, I'm not jumping on your bed. You know, anytime something strange happens like that, I always tell myself, what would Lone do? You know, that's what I tell myself. And then I try to do what Lone would do. No, Almond Rocket. No, we're not. No more Almond Rocket. You know what? That is going to be a band term. No, so I was ranting and raving earlier about a Gen Z shitty employee. I'm losing my voice, man. This is the type of talking that makes me lose my voice. The normal yapping I do isn't bad on my voice, but this type of yapping where I get pretty invested with it, it dries my throat. You don't even know RPL's real name, you poser. Oh, the toffee. Did you have to look that up? You had to look that up, didn't you? Alright, so I'll give the Reader's Digest. I go to get coffee. They have special coffee on the menu. Almond Roca coffee. I ask the Gen Z employee, what's Almond Roca? She just stares at me, giving me the Gen Z stare. I have to repeat myself. She responds with, it's Almond Roca, and doesn't elaborate. What, Roca? I don't know if you were here for it, but when I played Peak, I asked Bing Bong after I incinerated him if I could say the gamer word, and Bing Bong said I could say the gamer word, so. Oh, 50. Is Bing Bong in the room with us? No, he's on the mountain with the Scoutmaster. Oh, speaking of mountain, yeah, mountains of Pokemon cards. I'm still on the Destined Rivals grind to get the special Cynthia Garchomp. I'll even settle for the gold at this point. I want to pull at least one, so I can, you know, say I kind of did it and then just buy the other on eBay. I'm already buying shit on eBay, man. I'm doing some heinous shit. I'm giving scalpers money, man. I'm giving scalpers money. But at least I'm not going to the crazy scalpers that charge like 80 bucks or something that's 30. I'm giving 50 bucks to someone for a product that's normally 40 bucks. And when you think about what eBay takes out, you know, they're probably just breaking even, so I don't feel too bad about buying from a scalper. Anyways, I got a mountain of Pokemon cards coming in, but I'm pretty annoyed because when I bought these, they're coming from overseas. The booster, it's the booster pack, the booster bundles, and the booster boxes that have 36 packs. Those are coming from overseas. And at the time, Senor Trump didn't have the stupid tariffs. But now there's the stupid tariffs, and I'm gonna have to pay an import fee. And that's if they arrive. The seller on one of them has been very shitty with communication. Another says that they can't give a shipping number for whatever reason. So that's, I'm probably gonna have to cancel that. You know, if I don't get something, I'm not gonna be scammed like that. And then the other should be here pretty soon. I mean, local only releases. Is that an issue with TCG? Also, speaking of Nintendo, did you guys hear the numbers of how much they're bragging they spent to make Legend ZA? Well, they may not be like directly bragging about it. They might as well be. They're talking about how they only spent somewhere like 20 million on ZA, which is insane. Pokemon is the best-selling video game in the world. The best-selling franchise in the world. And they're bragging about only spending a couple doubloons making the game. And I'm hearing all sorts of negative reviews about it, about how shitty quality it is. And I believe it. People are saying it's even buggier than Scarlet and Violet, which people are really annoyed about it being so low quality. So they managed to get even worse with it. I don't know why Nintendo does this. Looks like crap ones first. Yeah, I'm still in the boat, not supporting Nintendo. I'm very happy with competitors. You know, competition breeds ingenuity. Because when you have competition, you need to stand out. You need to do something better than your competition. But when you have no competition, you get stagnant. You get used to things. And then you pull a Nintendo and you use your shit ton of doubloons to, instead of making good games, you spend it on lawsuits. Yeah, and people keep buying it. You know, people that don't care, they have no standards. And I can, but I also can't blame fans too much because, yeah, I had very fond memories of, like, playing Pokemon Red, playing Pokemon Heart Gold, when I had no friends, I had Pokemon, you know, that was my story with it. I always had it. I played the living daylights out of Red, where I naturally found most cheats. Like, there were a couple I didn't, like the Mew cheat, how to get the Mew. There's no way I could have figured that out on my own, but a lot of this stuff I did. And it's just, I don't have the rose-tinted glasses of, I had so much fun with it, let's continue the fun with the new game. It's being disappointed. It's like when you're growing up and you have a really fun uncle that you love hanging out with. You guys go to the park, play catch, you play Mario Party, you get pizzas, you stay up late, you know, have fun, hang out. And then it comes to light that they were like a murderer, a felon, like a drunk driving menace that killed a family of 4. And it takes off those rose-tinted glasses of like, wow, this person I used to adore is a literal monster. Like, not to that level, but that's how I feel with Nintendo. It's like, I used to have so much fun with their stuff, and now look at what they've become. They're a shell of their former selves. Alright, you know what? Family of 4 isn't that bad. If it was Family of 5, maybe. I mean, it was a single mom, so in reality, you were doing the country a favor. No. That's bad. That's mean. You know, you gotta think of the welfare office, you know? You gotta... The government needs their monies. It can't go to struggling parents. No. Needs to go into a rich millionaire politician's pocket. I will never forgive the Japanese. Exactly, man. But it's like, that's why I like competition, because we've seen competition just blow shit out of the water. Blow it out of the water. I've heard nothing but good things about the new Digimon game. I'm probably not going to get it because it sounds like one of the games you need to invest a good bit of time in. You know? Or a game that you can put a lot of time in, kind of like with Elden Ring. And games that require you to put in a bit of time, I like doing that. Like with Elden Ring. I could have easily been done with Elden Ring by now if I wanted to. But I'm not, because I'm having a lot of fun, and I'm wanting to find, like, all the dungeons, fight all the bosses, have all the fun. I don't want to hurry through it. So, and I don't want to do that with Digimon. So that's honestly why I'm not playing it. I don't want to half-ass a good game, especially for that price point. I don't want to half-ass a $70 game. Yeah, exactly. I've heard that too. Very grindy. Yeah, so I'm not going to. But it just shows, like, what Pokemon can do. Like, Digimon has never had W's in terms of making games. All their games have been pretty piss poor. So, them making a game like this, like, it's an actual contender with Pokemon now. Because it used to be like, oh, Digimon's like Pokemon, Pokemon's like Digimon. It's like a little healthy rivalry. Back when rivalries were healthy and normal. And it was just forgotten about because of how underperforming it was in comparison to Pokemon. But now Pokemon has a contender. Yeah! So Pokemon has an actual contender now. And I mean, the only real grindy bit you have with Pokemon is to get perfect EVs and IVs for competitive play. And Pokemon fucking hates competitive play. So there's like no actual grindiness that they support. Like, they claim to not hate competitive play, but anytime there's a Nintendo tournament playing Smash Bros, Pokemon is such a micromanage where it's near impossible to have a tournament. Yeah, we got that. We've had Pal World. And Nintendo is constantly trying to find new things to sue them over. And I really, really hope Pal World is able to smack their asses around in court. You know, hopefully they have the money for it to stand up for themselves. They've gotten plenty of sales, so hopefully they have a good bit of money to defend. It sounds like they are, because during all this lawsuit shit, all they were talking about was the new content coming out. Like the new collab they have going with that other pretty big game. I'll just release their battle scene and find to unlock stuff with play instead of just having it all from the start. Oh my goodness. See, and it's too little too late. People like Pokemon Showdown. People are used to Pokemon Showdown. If you want a battle simulator, that's Pokemon Showdown. Anytime a pro Pokemon player needs to test out teams, test out IVs, they've been using Pokemon Showdown, and you know what? They're probably going to continue with Pokemon Showdown. It's very easy to use. Even a lobotomite like me is able to use Pokemon Showdown. But eventually, Nintendo's gonna run out of fans. That's a lie. They're gonna keep fans. It's the millennials keeping them in business. The millennials with the rose-tinted glasses that'll buy any slop they put out because Lord Almighty Nintendo. Even though Nintendo's just a shell of what it used to be. Oh yeah, it's insane. The writing pals thing, that writing on summoned creatures is one. Which is why you can't fly with pals anymore in Pal World. You can't summon pals from spheres or from objects thrown, which is a patent of theirs, so you can't do that anymore. Your pal spawns standing right by you. Now they're trying to patent having summonable creatures that fight for you. They're just trying to find more and more lawsuits. Astaria, I'm the streamer. They're my friends right now. You can have your friends tomorrow. My friendo. No! Astaria, go away. You're taking my friends. Oh. You're only here for dark, huh? Oh. Oh. That's okay. That's okay. As long as you guys have each other. That's fine. As long as you guys have each other. That's fine. I don't wanna intrude. You know, that's, you know, everyone has their friends. I understand. Who? Also, I thought you unfollowed, unsubscribed, uncircumcised, everything after I said what I said earlier. Why are you still here? Go away. Oh my god, I'm stepping on all the lava. Foreskin back. I don't want my foreskin back. I don't know, you probably like fed it to the dog or something, or used it as like a hacky sack. I don't want it anymore. You probably got it all stretched out at this point. I don't want it. Hi. This checks out about a Stella. Use mine as a hair tie. I'll use mine as a hair tie. I use a hair tie as a hair tie. You know, this is why I like having fire protection on my armor. Whenever I get in a fight with mobs, I just leave. I just flee. But when I fall in lava, I can't just flee easily. I could die. Also, hi Astaria, welcome back. Hey Astaria, could you do me a favor? The surprise thing I asked you in Discord today. Could you ask Moon and Ori? I asked Ori, but she hates me. She says gamer words. The thing I asked you today, this morning, could you ask Ori and Moon? Ori's not responding because she hates me. She's a misandrist. You idiots, come up. Get the fuck up here, you idiots! Let me kill you! I need your balls. Where are your balls at? The fuck? They had no balls. Daria, do you want some almond roca? Fuck almond roca. Me and all my homies hate almond roca. Hey man, I cut their skin back and they had no goodies for me. Like, imagine opening an Easter egg and there's no chocolates inside. Ah, my voice is going, man. Whose idea was it to have me talking? This is just like that meme with the Incredibles, where Syndrome was like, "You had me monologuing." That's like me today. It's criminal? What do you mean, where's what going? Yeah, man, more lost than a homeless man on house arrest. What you mean? Where's what go? Dark, you had me confused. Oh no. Lava, lava, go away. Come again another day. If you don't, I don't care. I'll make you sniff my underwear. I forgot what I said, man. I say so much shit, I don't remember half the stuff I say. Sure, you was fun. Ah, thank you, thank you. I always say funny stuff. Know what they say, if you can't be smart, you better be funny. Here, I got a joke for you guys. Really show you guys how funny I am. You ready? I can't take all the credit for this joke, okay? So, what if I'm neither? Well, are you hot? You're hot. What am I talking about? You're hot. So here's my banger joke, you guys. You ready? So the other day, I had to go into the urologist for an appointment, and the doctor says, "Hey, I need you to get a sample. I need a sample from you." So I say, "Okay, hold on." So I leave the office and I head on down to the poop store. And I go to the cashier and I ask him, "Hey, do you have any pee?" He just looks around and says, "Brother, look around." The poop store. Alright, if that doesn't get you guys, I have a follow-up to it. So after he says, brother, look around, I asked the cashier, oh hey, can I at least get a sample of the poop then? He says, hold on, I need to get my manager. So he goes back to get his manager, and after a few minutes he comes to the front, and the manager looks at me and he says, brother, they don't even let me sample it. Man, tough crowd we got today. Must be because it's a Thursday. Valid response, I guess. You know, the poop store usually kills it. Hey, don't disconnect. Oh, it was a pretty good joke. It was pretty good. I bet you guys are having full belly laughs right now. Oh my god, they're coming, they're coming, they're coming, they're coming. Holy shit, they're coming. They're coming. Get fucked. Maybe I should get a Gen Z dairy emote. It's no, don't jail me. Not for the poop store. Alright, I got another one. So, when I was younger, you know, my mom would often send me out alone to run errands. She said it would help me grow up. So, one day, a new store opens up in town, and she gives me 20 bucks and a list of groceries to get. And so, I take the list of groceries and I go to the new store. So I walk on in and I look at the list, I look at the product, I look at the list, and I call my mom. I tell her, Mom, you're not gonna believe this. The poop store sells none of the stuff on the list. Yeesh, tough crowd. You guys must have heard the joke already. He must have been at one of my earlier sets. To the poop mines. That's where the bad dwarfs go. They get sent to the poop mines. No, it's not the soup store, it's the poop store. Unsustainable fertilizer, son. What do you mean it's unsustainable? You know how easy it is to get poop? Poop was listed in the New York Times as one of the top 10 superfoods of 2025. Oh, it's sustainable. Oh, my bad, my bad. I pulled a Shan. I didn't read all the way. I think it's so funny when I talk in Shan's chat and I say something and she only reads like the first 8 words and she forms a very passionate opinion on the first 8 words, and then when she finds out that there was more to the sentence and it completely changes the context, she stays with her original opinion. I kind of gotta respect it. Go get your super cholera. Hell yeah, man. Sounds like Coachella. Fuck yeah. Super cholera. Sounds sexy. Oh, lava, lava, go away. Go again and never come back because you're super gay. Respectfully. What's rude? Oh my god! Fucking hell! I increased the volume of Tangia stuff on my end because I couldn't hear it as well as everyone else, and that was fucking loud, man. I'm not a fan of that. I'm not a fan. Mods, delete Astaria. That's all I hear. Ha ha. Okay, well I have enough stuff, and we've wasted enough time mining. Damn. I died. Aww. Are you saying I'm helping? You probably meant Astaria streams, but I'm gonna insert myself. I'm gonna think you're talking about me too. Don't die. Ah, it's too late. You must have some pretty bad ping. I've already died. Oh, but I'm sorry to hear you're having a bad week, Dark. Glad to hear that some of your favorite streamers are helping get you in a good mood. That's one of the things I like with watching the streamers, is it puts me in a good mood. That's why I like not the top streamers. There's a couple of top streamers I do like. Like, fuck, I rated Moist Critical the other day. But, it's why I like streamers that get, let's say, like, under 100 average viewers. Even, like, under 50 average viewers. Because they put more time, like, chatting with the community and being involved with their community. And, you know, you can call it parasocial, call it whatever you want, but I think it's really nice being able to chat and hang with other people, other chatters, the streamer themselves when they can. I like it. Makes you feel like part of the crew, part of the ship, you know? 309.49. Wait, why am I moving like a peasant? I have a spare elytra. That's why you always need a backup. Oh yeah, let's just die. Taking too long. One day. Yeah, maybe one day you'll find a good streamer. I mean, I know of one, but I know of a good streamer. They go by the name Astera Aurealis. You'd probably like them. They're pretty cool. They're pretty cute too. They're cute as hell. Never heard of them. Ah, that's fair. Ah, man, can we talk about that? People not bullied enough as kids. Honestly, we need to normalize bullying. We need to bring it back. Darius, what now? What? What are you here? God, I'm gonna die again. Yeah, we need to normalize bullying again. Because what grinds my gears is when people that have never been bullied act like aggressive ass chihuahuas, man. And frankly, it is annoying. Like, just the other day, hold on, 309.49, so this way a little, back a little, okay. So I was listening to a D&D story, because I like listening to those, like D&D, Reddit, horror story stuff. I think they're interesting to listen to. But one that grinded my gears, and it was the poster that was the victim here. They were doing some stereotypical aggressive ass bullshit that grinds my fucking gears. Like, someone in their group was breaking the rules and they caught them out on it. So they said they added them in the server in front of everyone, said straight up, I think you're cheating, and here's all the things I think you're cheating with, and listed everything. And then they said, oh, they turned off their computer and went to bed. And then the next day, the chat was all blowing up, and you know, they were demanding to talk in private chat, but I was keeping things in the public chat because I didn't want to be in private DMs with him. So you know, I kept calling him out, saying that, hey, you're a cheater, you're a dirty cheater. And they just kept saying, hey, if you have an issue with my character, the DM approved it, they said it was fine. If there's an issue with it, talk to me in DMs instead of calling me out in front of everyone. And then they say, oh, then they DM'd me and said, hey, so if you have a problem, the DM approved it, what's the issue? And I have trauma related to being to confrontation, you know, trauma related to confrontation. And that part triggered me because I'm like, what the fuck you mean trauma related to confrontation? You started like the most aggressive form of confrontation, making a mountain out of a molehill. It's fucking D&D. What do you mean? It grinded my gears. It's like, you started this, you made the sandwich. So it grinds my gears. It's so dumb. And then it's like the Hoarder story was the DM approved someone could play a overpowered homebrew. But the thing is, when a DM approves something, they approve something. That's that. You have an issue with it, talk to the DM. It's their fault for approving it. If I want to play a literal god and the DM says, yeah, you could play a literal god, that's no longer my problem. That's the DM's problem if it's too strong. So I was just annoyed. And people were all like, oh yeah, that cheater was such an asshole. It's like, dude, you're being an asshole. Fuck you mean they are. And no one was talking about it. That's the part I was like blown away with. No one was talking about it. I was like, really? We're okay with this, with people just aggressively calling people out and they're the ones in the right. Yeah, I do feel like it has to be somewhat agreed upon. One thing I try to do with campaigns, granted I've only ran like one campaign, but something I like trying to do is the Hunter x Hunter formula. Have you watched Hunter x Hunter? Okay, is okay, no, do not say that. But the part I'm getting at with Hunter x Hunter is you see in every, oh my god, I hate you all, but you see in Hunter x Hunter, everyone has an arc where they're the overpowered character. You had Karapika. He was overpowered as fuck in the Ant arc, but that was his arc. Then you had Killua overpowered in the next arc with the assassins and with the Nen development because he was naturally suited for it. Then the Ant arc, you had Gon with his overpowered shit. Everyone had their overpowered arc, and I like that kind of formula. You know, everyone gets theirs. And it's fair. But that's what I like. Everyone wants an overpowered moment. I can't wait until Kite gets his arc. Fuck, I need my Kite arc. I should have grabbed building blocks for this. Feel like a fucking peasant. If I go off the rails with my Elytra again, I'm gonna fucking die. I'm upset. I'm upset. Grr. Alright, let's write down these coordinates so I stop pulling up the chat. 09, 32, 49, 76, 32, 36. Oh yeah, they're never gonna finish. They're on permanent hiatus. Let's take some fucking dirt with us. Probably grab some food. Maybe grab some gold boots so we don't get jumped by piglins. Yeah, when it comes to like the D&D horror story stuff, I get so tired of the shitty communication players. You know, they just have shitty communication overall with everyone, but because they're the storyteller, they're the victim. Even though in the context, it's like, clearly, you're part of the issue. Yes, him having a cheaty build isn't very fun, but if the DM allowed it, you talk to the DM and say, hey, that's pretty overpowered. Or if you talk to the player, talk to them and say, hey, even though the DM allowed it, this is like really strong. Is there anything else you could like do or something? Because it's just too strong and it feels like we can't compete with you. But at the end of the day, it's the DM that allowed it. And if you don't like it, then leave. But don't stick around with it until you have a blow up point and then make a whole tirade about how you're the victim. That's the thing. People just like, oh, I'm the victim, I got attacked, I have trauma related to... And it's just that part of, I have trauma related to being called out in public settings, and then they do that exact shit. And they didn't even just do that either. They also, when they talked, after a while in the chat, they said that they were getting... Let me make sure I don't get jumped. Oh fuck, I have to go that way. After they weren't like talking in DMs and they were just constantly calling them out in chat, they said, okay, I'm tired of this. Listen up, fuck ass. The DM allowed it. Stop being a crybaby. If you have issues, talk to me about it. But what you're doing is not the right way to go about things. And they had the audacity to respond with, oh, well, they should just, like, talk to me privately instead of blah, 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 blah. It's like, brother, you did this. You're the one that made it a public thing. What do you mean they should have? It's just so hypocritical. And again, because I have family like that, that's probably why I'm getting so annoyed by it, because they have that same victim mentality. And I get it. Sometimes people can be assholes, and sometimes it can sit with you for a while, but it's just such a victim mentality. Trauma related to being called out in a public setting. That's... And that's coming from a dude that cries easily. I cry so easily, and I would never say something like that. Trauma related being called out in a public setting. I'm a baby, man. I'm a fucking crybaby. God, I'm so bad at navigating. No. Fuck off. And my shit should be over here somewhere. My shit! That's my other shit. Let me get my first shit first so I have the proper gear. I'm so glad I do the graves thing in this game. One of the few mods that is a tad cheaty, but I like, because I'm too willing to give up games for seemingly minor things. And one of them is losing my shit. If something like that happens and I spent like 12 hours grinding for something, I'm very willing to just quit. Be like, I put so much time and effort into that, I don't want to put equal efforts in just to get the shit back. So no more Minecraft. Typical libtard Stera can't handle having to grind for resources again. Typical shit lib. Okay, let's return. Fuck it. I'm tired of trying to find navigable waterways. We're brute forcing. I don't care if it's inefficient. I just wanna go home, 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 home. 'Cause I'm a Texas squirrel. Wanna go home, 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 home. Are you guys excited for my karaoke stream or what? We're gonna have a blast. No. No, you're gonna have a blast. You're just saying that. I know you people want an Astera karaoke, and I'm gonna deliver. We're home. We're home, Tatabayo. We're home. Where's home, Tatabayo? Found it. Oh my god, it's already 8 o'clock. Fuck. I'm really bad at estimating time, you guys. I'm sorry. Put the ores in here. Grass back here. Magma. Keep it there. We don't need bath salts, so we'll put them in here. Don't need boots. Don't need magma at the moment. Goes away. Oh, nice. More wart. Wart, 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 wart. What should I do tomorrow? I'm a little worried, you guys. I've had a very light week this week. And I'm not quite sure if it's because we're just coincidentally slow this week, or if my boss is preparing me to get fucked over the weekend. Actually, am I on call this weekend? I don't know. But I think I'm gonna get fucked this weekend. So I don't know what I should plan, or if I even should. Jacket, what do you decide? I always do as the jacket guides. Let's see what works best. No, like, fuckle you. Yeah. I mean, I wasn't gonna, like, have a schedule of sorts. Yeah. More like loose plans of what I would like to do. But you're probably right with that. Because if I plan something really fun and I'm really excited for it, they're gonna bend me over. Let's prepare our stuff, and then once we're good to go, we'll go. Oh, it stinks. Right now, I do want to look for another job. Funny enough, the nail in the coffin was we're now having a union, which I believe was completely unnecessary for our work, and it's going to end up fucking us. For the majority, it's gonna fuck us. The main thing the bootlicker folk wanted of the union was good health benefits. Well, guess what? Our health benefits are fine. I'm not going to the dentist every 2 weeks for the entire year. It's fine. You know, for American standards, it's fine. I don't need more. And if we do have more, guess what? We're paying a lot more for it. So I don't want to pay a lot more for it. But that's the main thing they wanted them for. So fuck me, we got the union. But the biggest hit we're getting is, I'll go ahead and talk about my wage. Whatever. I get paid about $24.50 an hour on average. You know, not the greatest wage for my type of work, CDLB driving, that's pretty low. But we have prevailing wage jobs where we do like work on government roads and whatnot, and those pay a stupid amount more, somewhere between 63 to 69 an hour, and we can get overtime with that very easily. So pay is very good when you look at it on that end. With the union, it's going to cut our prevailing pay from 60 something to the ballpark of the low 40s. That is a huge cut, because that's where we get a majority of our money, is prevailing. Like what I get in a single day of prevailing, I can get with a week of flat wage. So nerfing our prevailing is a massive hit, and that's one of the few things that's kept me with the company. So I am looking to flee ship. If someone from my company's in chat, that was a joke. But I am looking to leave. The problem is I got a vacation in December to visit my grandparents for Christmas and for my dad's birthday, which is on the 27th of December. So a lot of stuff going on then. And you know how impossible it is for a new guy for a job to get Christmas time off. I have like a week and a half requested off. There is no way I can start a company in November and they give me a week and a half off in December. That's just not happening. So I'm pretty much waiting until I take the vacation. Then I'm going to be looking to leave. I hate leaving jobs, especially since I moved to be closer to my work. I was willing to pay a little extra to be closer to work. So I'm not having to drive as much. You know, working 14 hours, but also having 2 hours of traffic was miserable. So working 14 hours, but only 20 minutes of traffic, much better. But it's like, frick, this isn't my favorite part of town. I don't really care for this area. It's an industrial kind of area where there's just a lot of big businesses, a lot of big heavy truck, a lot of construction. Jacket, when are you gonna pick up like 3 jobs, work 150 hours a week, and let me live off your income? I'll earn my allowance by bouncing on your lap and doing mouth favors. Let's please, I'm tired of working, boss. Tired. I'm working on it, kitten. I'm like that guy that really hopes their homie blows up on SoundCloud so then they could be a famous rapper and bring the homies out of poverty. But I'm not going to do any of the work. I'm going to just hope one of my boys does. That's me with you. I don't want to put in the work. I want to sleep. You know what? It's going to be my... I said I was doing streaming for fun. That I highly doubted I was going to see myself do it as like some sort of career type of thing. Because you honestly have to be very lucky. You have to be very entertaining. You have to be very good. You need to have like at least 2 of those things. And I'm barely entertained. I don't even think I'm that entertained. Especially with how tired I am some days. Like yesterday, that was not entertaining. Today, a little better, I think. You know, more energy. But, yeah, it's Astaria that's holding me back, man. She needs to graduate. She's holding me back. She's absorbing all the clout from the star name. It's her fault. Yeah, maybe my goal should be a full-time streamer so then I could play video games all day for work. And then still complain to people about how hard my job as a streamer is. You know, one video that I wish I could make, but I can't because I'm doing VTubing stuff, and this would require me to be a flesh tuber, which I do not want to do, is I want to do a day in my life type of video, because I already know how it would start. It would start with be me, 11 a.m., wake up, take a shit, eat, scroll my phone, get out of bed, have breakfast. Oh, you know, I think I know what I need. I think I know what I need. I need a clip that blows up and gets reacted to by one of the shitty streamers or YouTubers that only react to shit. And then other people react to it. And then it blows up my popularity. That's what I need. So I need to say more dumb shit that'll get me blown up. That's what I need. That's the formula. I mean, shit, if that's the case, my clip that I had earlier today, that's gonna bring me to stardom. That's what's gonna make me world famous. You know, it's gonna make me the male Iron Mouse. Tonight'll be the night I fall for you, over and over again. Sorry, where'd I park my house? It's a good thing fireworks grow on trees and I don't care about the environment. Here's my stuff. Is that a fucking llama? Hey, buddy. What you doing? Start digging in your butt, twin. Hey, other llama. Can I get some head from you? Oh, other llama. I need some head, please. Where's his head? Must have gone in the nether. Yep, it went in the nether. Alright, I got some good head. Well, see, I need to fix this. This is ugly. Not gonna lie, it's giving Astaria. Alright. I'm gonna name these guys Charles and Marblero. This one will be Charles. This one will be Marblero. Okay? Don't let me forget it, you guys. Morning, Charles and Marblero. No! I decided. What Daddy says goes. Because I am the alpha. Man, I forgot how much junk I had out here. Oh fuck, I had a lot of Blackstone already. I am the alpha. And as the alpha, I listen to no one. What is blood yapping about? Fuck off. That's what I'm yapping about. Astavia-kun. Daisuki. 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 Now we cringe posting on main now. Whoa, a female Starly! Smash. Yeah, it means fuck off in Japanese. It means eat a stinky butt. Yeah, I know my Japanese. I know my Nihongo des. Means I love you. Nah, that doesn't sound right. You're making shit up to gaslight me. Chat, what's this Astaria fella going on about? I would never, ever say such a thing to a woman. Respectfully, of course. Me, I love, I love, I love, I love, I love. But I do love my homies, though. Platonically, I love all you guys. Oh, Jesus, I accidentally jacked up my volume. I do love all you guys. Goshujin-sama. You know how it is. You know, platonic way. Fortunately, I'm not a woman, so I can say love you guys without having to worry about parasocialness. Because I really do. You guys are great. Y'all mean the world to me. I love you guys. Mods, ban Jacket Potato for being parasocial. No parasocial. Sorry, bub. You're gonna have to get banned. Read rule number 39 on Discord. Write a 2-page essay and I'll consider unbanning. Christ, why do I have so many Discord notifications? Let me guess. This person live, this person live, this person live. I regret turning on the going live notifications because there's so many people I like on Twitch and I can't keep up with all the going live, obviously. I feel like a bitch though. Oh yeah, that's nice. This is real nice. Gomenasai. I feel like I knew Daisuke meant I love you. Because isn't that like what the incest people say in animes, and they're all like, Daisuke, 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 Oni-chan? Oh yeah, I like this pattern. What do you guys think? Making a big old building wrapping around this? Oh, it is hentai roster. Brother, everyone knows Dice. Everyone knows the sister genre. And unfortunately, it's not even just a fucking hentai thing. It's a normal thing in anime of, oh, I'm fucking my sister, and we've been fucking, and mom's okay with it for some reason. Also, speaking of anime, why is it so common, and especially romance anime, where it's like, oh, mom's working 2 jobs and dad's always away on business trips? Why is that so common? What do you mean? I watch the same anime as everyone else. Like I watch Overflow. We love Overflow. Black Bible. Bible Black. Quick, give me some other bad ones. Those are the only generic ones I know. What are some other ones? The Blue Girl. Yeah, yeah. Just like everyone else. Yeah, I'm just like anyone else my age. I put on my thigh highs 1 leg at a time. Jacket-chan. Daisuke, 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 Jacket-chan. What do we think of the diagonals? Let's do one more for diagonal, then we'll decide. 'Cause I would like it if we try making an octagon shape. Square shape is very easy to do, but most buildings, especially like super massive buildings that look good, aren't just a single geometric shape like a square. Or a simple geometric shape like a square. It's too boring. An octagon gives it a little more character. Yeah. Alright, what do we think? Are these diagonals good? Straight on, very nice. Diagonal? I don't know. Seems really big. Yeah. But If I put this one like this. Oh, but going back to anime, have you guys seen the new Dress Up Darling? I actually really liked it. I thought it had a really cute, not very traditional type of romance, seeing as you had a boy that was, you know, making outfits. I thought it was very cute. I watch shonen trash. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not usually big into the romance, but I had to watch it. It was very cute, and I like how they have the characters. And I'm a sucker for when they draw cute smiles. Their characters had cute smiles. Like, my favorite anime character is Rin from Blue Exorcist. I can't stop glazing that series. I love it. It's so good. And the character Rin, oh my god, he has the cutest little smile on his face all the time. I love it. I love him. He's my anime waifu. Alright, so I couldn't care less. You don't like cute characters? Cool edge bitch shit. But I like the cute characters. Okay. So this wall, I like this. I like this. I like the red that sticks out. I like the patterning we have here. Can we agree this looks nice? Yeah? Alright. Now this, how do we go about making this look good? I don't like that it's flush like this. What do we think? You remember how it looked before? How do we like this? I mean, if I stand further back, yeah. Yeah, looking at it from a distance, I feel like it looks fine. What do you think, Jacket? Because I'm not going to be looking at it like this all the time. It's going to be a large build, a large thing that's going to encompass this in like an octagon shape if I can help it. Oh, what do you think? I'm awaiting your opinion, Jacket. Your opinion's the only one that matters to me. Jacket. Oh, yes, the flat wall is great. We agree the flat wall is great. It's diagonals that are difficult because they don't build like they normally should, because everything's a square block and you can't turn anything 90 degrees. Alright, let me do the before wall, because that's a good point. We don't have a frame of reference. What is that? Tower of platforms. So, Cherry, this entire build, I'm going to redo it a little bit, especially the collection area. I'm going to encapsulate it into a building. I want all my farms to be in buildings. I don't want them to look like ugly messes like this. So, this is what this is. This is a pallet. And this is what the walls are going to look like encompassing it. And I'm trying to get the diagonals because I don't want it to just be a square tube. I want it to have diagonals. And diagonals are pretty hard because of how the blocks work. So I'm going to do it over here. Son of a bitch. Yeah, mob farm. That's why I'm having it look all mean and stuff. Oh, yeah. That's where I got all the gunpowder for the fireworks I was handing out like candy. Alright, so this was the original look. Here, let me go ahead and throw this up at the end. So this is one of the diagonal looks. Say that to memory, you guys. And this was the other. This just seemed too wide. Though I do like that this isn't like bordered up on the black. It just seems too wide in comparison to the flat side. You know, because like when you look at it like this, you know, the angles. Yeah, but straight on. So yeah, look how wide that looks. Let me get rid of this mushroom. It just seems too wide. Don't you think? Charity, if you're still here, you're an artist. What do you think? Shall we? Yeah, they're probably not here. That's fine. Me? Huh? Yeah. Yeah. You're an artist, so you have a good opinion on stuff like this. Which do you think looks better? For a diagonal? We'll call this diagonal 1. And this is the flat we're trying to mimic. Trying our best. It's not going to be perfect. What? No, not mushroom. Talking about the walls, the diagonal. Do you like this? We call this 1. Or this. We'll call this 2. If I wanted an artist's opinion, I would ask myself. So here's 2. Here's 1. Okay. Hiya. 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 Hi, hiya. So, I'm trying to make a building to put this mob farm in, and I want it to be like octagonally shaped, right? Yeah, an artist. I want it to be octagonally shaped, but you know how diagonals are with square blocks? So this is the face. This is the stencil I want, what I like. But I'm trying to get the diagonal. So which diagonal do you think is better? Diagonal A? Or diagonal B? Yeah, and we can look at it at a distance too, because it's a big building, so we're going to be mainly looking at it from a distance. This is A. This is B. A little closer. Here's A. B looks better. Yeah, because like aesthetically, I think A does look better because up close, I'm not a fan of it touching like this with the red, but it's kind of what we have to do. Otherwise, it's too wide. A has too many spikes. Okay, okay. Yeah, that too. Because I have the red sticking out to give it, you know, a little texture. So if it's all too spiky and it's all too same, then it's not doing what I want it to do. But I'll do whoever donates me 50 gift subs first. I'll choose B if Haya donates 50 gift subs, and I'll choose A if Jacket does 50. That's what we'll do. But for real, thanks Haya, I appreciate your insight. I like getting opinions of others. Oh, till my music career kicks off. Alright. I'll take an IOU. Choose your ass. Whoa, my ass is like more than 50 gift subs. That's crazy. Alright, so I'll probably try build this off stream since I get so distracted on stream. But yeah, thanks Haya. I appreciate the help. Yeah. Oh, and I'll hit you up later about playing Elden Ring this weekend if you're available. I don't know if I asked you or not. I think I did, but I think you said you'd have to see. I can't remember. But yeah, thanks, I appreciate ya. But with that said, chat, I'm gonna get headed off because for some reason my boss keeps scheduling me to work. It is literally the greediest thing in all of America that I have to work for money. Like, it's kind of ableist if you ask me. Yeah, they'd be like, oh, you're our employee, so you have to work when we tell you to work. Like, bitch, what? That's slavery. How about you just give me money and I don't do that? You know a dream of mine I've had for a little while now? As a professional big back, I love sweet food, right? And not just like any sweet food will do. I'm not a fat fuck about it. I like being gourmet with sweet shit I like. One thing I've wanted to do for a while now is have a donut shop. I always thought that would be the bee's knees. And it's something I could easily do, and I already have a gimmick idea in mind. So, you know, everyone needs a gimmick to stand out, to be a cut above, like, store-bought, generic shit. You need to have a little something, because your prices aren't going to be cheaper than store-bought garbage. It's not going to be faster than store-bought garbage, so it needs to be a lot better than it, and it needs to be something you can't get at stores. So what I was thinking is, like any donut place, having stuff behind the counter to buy, you know, behind the glass counter. Too rude to build my own wife corpse with their limbs? Jesus Christ! Jesus, But no, what I want to do is I want to have made to order stuff. So I would have a walk-in with dough being proofed for the next day, you know? And it would also be good enough to use in the moment. So it'd be like the Papa's Donut-arita kind of game kind of thing, but real life, where you choose what shape you want, you choose if you want fillings, you choose sprinkles, and then kind of like a froyo place, you get charged for the toppings, you get charged for this, for that, for whatever. And you can pretty much design your own. You know, I think it'd be pretty cool. Oh, and then if we have mess ups, like the wrong topping got put on or whatever, or you know, it didn't come out properly, but it's still good to serve, I could sell those for like half price and be the cheap donuts. Yeah, so if I'm selling donuts for $3 a piece, and like a filled donut would be like $3.50. You know, I'd have to work on prices, probably like $2.50. I don't know. Inflation's made a lot of things weird lately, but I always thought it'd be cool. I could see myself doing that. Problem is, you need a lot of money for that. I'm not exactly rolling in dough. I have a very comfortable amount of money, but I don't have business startup money. So that's where you come in, Jacket. I need your organs, and I need them on the black market. And if that doesn't work, something else we could offer is we could have you go into the red light district and offer over the pant hand jobs for $5. Yeah, we could have you doing that. That should get us our business startup, because if I need like 50 grand and you do the over the pant HJs for $5 a piece, 50,000 divided by 5. You'll just need to jack off 10,000 men. You know, you probably do that much in like an evening. Stretching my limbs. All right, you guys. Listen, we're gonna raid. Who are we gonna raid? I don't know. Oh yeah, I was back here because I was all smelly from all the farts. Bye-bye, shit, baby. Well, tell me about your business. Maybe if you typed that 10 minutes ago. Frick, you slow typer. Listen, I'm old and using a dagger. I'm using a dagger. It's an old platform that uses the floppy disk. Alright, Jackie, you take your time and tell me what you want to tell me. There's going to be a coffee shop that sold anime stuff called Weeaboos. That's nice. I like that, man. Weeaboos. Something like that would probably go hard in Washington. We have a very strong Asian community, and because of that, we have a lot of weeaboos. We have cat cafes. We have anime-inspired like sushi restaurants, And we have a pretty good amount of coffee places. Oh yeah, our coffee drive-thrus are insane. The amount of drive-through coffee places we have is just nuts. At one point I was pretty close. Oh man. Well shoot, maybe you can still do it, man. Oh, or you can take an American concept and put it in British land. We have a thing, and I'm not joking here. I'm not yoinking your chain at all when I say this. We have what is colloquially known as bikini baristas, where we have a shit ton of these coffee shops that are just small drive-through sheds. You know, they're the size of a shed, and you know, just drive through, get coffee. They're all over the place in parking lots. Sometimes they have their own parking lot. They're just everywhere. We have so many of them in Washington. But there's the bikini baristas, and their shtick is they sell you overpriced coffee, but all the women are wearing bikinis. And what's even crazier is they're open 24 hours a day. And we have so many of those. So maybe you could have something like that in your town. The city's got much anime stores and things like that. But a lot of people how are big into the culture. Yeah. And people are only getting more and more into it. Like shit, anime movies being in theater, that used to be like unheard of, you know. If an anime movie was in a theater, that was like news of the decade. But now it seems pretty common. We're getting anime movies in the theater at least a couple times a year. Is that where the Gunacide happened? What are the bikini baristas? The fuck? Gunacide? No? I don't know what you're referring to, but no. It's pretty normal. Yeah, if you do something like that, my man. It was Jork and it was caught on camera. Oh, well, I don't doubt that. That probably wasn't from a bikini barista drive-thru because that wouldn't even make the news. That's probably a very regular thing that happens at the bikini barista drive-thru because that's the whole shtick. Minecraft IRL? What do you mean Minecraft IRL? Like he started caving? Trade with the villagers? Oh. I mean, that's terrible that they escalated to that point, but you really do only have yourself to blame. So that part might have made the news, the sewer sliding. But, yeah, I feel like people jorking it in the bikini barista drive-thru is very common. And it's just the name of the game, I guess. You know, it's like a diet strip club because that's the whole shtick of it. People to shake their tatas. You know, they wear those like nipple cover things there. I haven't been there myself because frankly, I would be too embarrassed. You just want more milk for his coffee? Yeah, man, he wanted his own cream. He wanted to add a little something something. A little something special. But fuck, man, I've been saying for a while, I wish I was born a girl, because if I was, my asshole would be all over the internet. I would be using and abusing the OnlyFans platform. Dude, my butt would be everywhere. Ugh, I wish. And if that didn't work, then I don't know, maybe I could be a female VTuber. That's so mean. Talking about female VTubers like it's a step below OnlyFans. Oh, man. Alright. Well, we're gonna raid out. And hey, man, I hope you get your weeaboos going, because I would legit go to British land for it. Right? And that's saying something, because I like my American shit. Thanks for the story. Yeah, of course, man. But if you do make it, you need to make a coffee in my honor where you make a soy vanilla soy milk vanilla chai latte with hazelnut and call it a 4-bean soup. And almond roca. Ah! No almond roca. Fuck almond roca. But I'll call it a 4-bean soup. I don't care if it doesn't sell well. Alright. Let's see who we're gonna raid out to. Let's see if there's someone way cis online we can raid. Racist online we can raid. Oh god, I don't want to see myself. No. No. Go to twitch.com. I don't want to see myself. Go away, me. Ah. Mini Saros. Blue cheese. Honey Galaxby! Let's raid Honey Galaxby. Dash raid. Honey Galaxby. Let's hit her with the left hook. Nah, I'm fucking. Let's hit her with the old asterade. Use the emotes if you got them. That's if you don't. God, I got my script all fucked up. It's funny I said that just naturally before, but now it's become just the script I say. We're gonna hit him with the old asteroid. Use the emotes if you got them. If not, that's perfectly fine. Use whatever floats your boat, such as the :3C. That was a good yawn. Good thing we're raiding now. I'm having my yawning fits. But anyways, have a good night, you guys. Take care of yourselves, and I look forward to seeing y'all tomorrow. I don't know what to do tomorrow, but we're gonna do something tomorrow, and you know what? We're gonna have some fun. So I'll see you guys next time. Make sure you say hi to Honey, and don't pee in Honey's mouth. That'll be mean. Honey's a sweet person. All right, take care, you guys. Bye bye.